All right, so are you ready to take a deep dive with me into Fourth Wing?
Oh, absolutely. I've got pages of notes and thoughts on Rebecca Yarrow's book here, so I'm ready. It's such a cool world, like high-flying fantasy, but also kind of introspective.
Yeah, I could see that. You mentioned you're really interested in the whole Basco War College thing, right? The dragon bonding and how Violet changes throughout the book. So where do we even begin?
Well, it all starts with conscription day, I guess, you know?
With Violet Sorrengail, bookish girl. Not exactly dragon rider material, at least at first glance.
No, not at all. Like right away, Yarros just drops us into this intense world. And it's not even just dragons, right? It's family legacy, expectations. The world is built on this military might. And Violet's mom, General Sorrengail, she's like the embodiment of all that.
Yeah, that scene where she just shuts down Violet's dreams of being a scrab. Chilling.
Totally. Strength means you're physically strong, you obey, and that's it. But then there's Violet's sister, Mira, who, is a dragon rider, but there's this like sadness in her, almost a regret.
Like she wishes she had a different life. One beyond the battlefield.
Exactly. And when she throws out all of Violet's books, supposedly to help her pack light, it says so much like this is what you have to give up.
Foreshadowing much.
Oh, totally. And then Basquiat itself, this isn't just training, it's a meat grinder. Literally.
The parapet scene.
I know, you're just like reading it and you can feel the rain and the wind and Violet's just clinging on for your life. That betrayal from Jack Barlow.
He's just cruel. And it feels like the system almost encourages that.
It does. You really have to wonder, like, what does it say about them? Valuing strength over kindness, orders above being yourself.
Heavy stuff. But then you have dragons, this awesome kind of mystical dragon bonding.
The threshing, I mean, talk about a gamble, connecting with a beast like that. It's wild.
And then, damn, Violet bonds with Taryn, this incredible golden dragon. I mean, she's not like the others, not as strong, but he picks her.
Throws the whole strong thing right out the window, doesn't he?
What did he see in her?
Right, it makes you think there's got to be more to it. And Violet, she has this hidden potential, the strength inside her that we're just starting to see.
And she grows so much, from this shy girl who loves books to someone who's cunning, tough, and a total badass dragon rider. Remember when she uses her knowledge of poisons during training?
Oh, brilliant. That's when you see, like, okay, shit, that's it. You got to play the game to survive here. It makes you wonder, though, how far will she go?
Will she lose herself in the process?
Right. And then there's, it's Jetton Rierson, her wing leader, the son of the great betrayer. He's so mysterious, aloof, dangerous.
And there's totally that spark between them.
Definitely. It's like this push and pull, this rivalry, respect. It's hot, like when he's criticizing her flying, but then he offers a private lesson.
On the training grounds, practically touching her as he's guiding her through it all.
Makes you wonder, huh? What's his deal? Is he actually trying to help? Or is he playing her?
And then we have Danidos, Violet's best friend. Protective. He's like the what if, the life she could have had.
He's like, stay safe. But Violet, she wants more. She wants to prove herself. And Dane, he represents that conflict in her, the wanting safety versus wanting to be her own person.
And then there's Rhiannon, her squad mate. Always there for her.
Super level-headed, a total asset at Basgav. She's proof that girls can have each other's backs in this crazy world.
You can't forget the bad guys, though. Jack Barlow, he's awful. Ambitious. He's the worst of what the Riders Quadrant can be.
And General Sorrengail.
Talk about ruthless. She shows just how messed up the system is, putting power above everything else.
All these characters, even the small ones, they add so much. They make you question things, make Violet question things. And ultimately, they help her figure out who she is in all of this.
So we have this pressure cooker of a school, this amazing dragon rider bond, and all these characters keeping you guessing. What's next for Violet? Where does all this lead?
Well, that's where things really get crazy. Betrayals, secrets, shocking twists. We'll dive into all that in part 2.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Fourth Wing. So last time we were talking about all the pressure and crazy relationships at Baskets. Like, can anyone survive this place?
Right. And it gets even wilder, the training just keeps getting harder. And just when Violet thinks she's figuring it all out, boom, the marked ones.
Yeah. Talk about a game changer. These are people who like carry the symbol of this rebellion, right? The one that almost tore Navor apart.
Yeah, they're basically seen as traitors. No one trusts them. They're like outcasts.
And then we find out Xaden,
Sazin.
he's one of them. I mean, this is a guy who's been her mentor, pushing her buttons, but also there's something there.
Just like, whoa, wait a minute. Who is this guy?
Everything Violet thought she knew about him, out the window. Can she trust him? Is he playing her?
It really makes you think, what does it even mean to be marked? Does that instantly make you bad, or is there more to the story?
And speaking of stories, this book is all about betrayal. Not just Satan, but like the whole Bavarian government. They've been hiding the truth about the Venin and messing with history to get what they want.
It's crazy. Yaros just reveals it all bit by bit, and you're like, no way. Each twist is bigger than the last. You start questioning everything you thought you knew.
And then there's war. This whole time it's looming in the background. Poromiel's getting ready to attack. And it's the Dragon Riders who have to defend Avar.
Yaros doesn't sugarcoat anything. The training, the people who die, this constant fear, it really messes with the cadets. Like, can they even handle this?
And then the war games. Supposed to prepare them for battle. But it's brutal.
It's like a mini war, right? But it's not just about winning, it's about surviving, making impossible choices, facing your own darkness.
Like when Violet and her squad get ambushed. Talk about intense.
Right, they're totally outnumbered, fighting for their lives. It shows you just how savage war is, but also how strong people can be.
That's when you see what Violet's really made of. She's not just fighting, she's thinking ahead. Leading. Surviving.
Adapting, she's quick on her feet, makes tough calls. And that's what makes even Xaden start to respect her.
But their whole thing is so complicated, that marked thing. It creates this huge rift between them.
That scene where she confronts him, "What's the truth, Xaden?" And he's just like, "I was protecting you."
Oh, my heart. So much tension. But can love really work when it's built on secrets and lies?
That's the question, isn't it? And it just hangs there between them. They're so drawn to each other, but can they get past all that?
And speaking of figuring things out, Violet's whole journey is about self-discovery. It's not just being a dragon rider. It's figuring out who she is, what she believes in.
In the beginning, she didn't want any part of this, right? She loved books, knowledge, logic, but at Bastiath, she learns strength comes in different forms.
It's not just muscles, it's mental toughness, strategy, having the guts to stand up for what's right.
Like when she breaks into her mother's office, it's so risky, but she needed answers.
She's not just blindly following orders anymore. She's questioning authority, looking for the truth.
And when she finds out about the rebellion, the lies about the Venin, the sacrifices those marked people made, it just fuels her fire.
The world she's in, it's all about power being used in the wrong way. Freedom is only for certain people. And the truth, buried under a mountain of lies. But Violet, she's done being a pawn.
She's going to fight back, protect the people she cares about, make her own choices, even if it means turning her world upside down.
We talk betrayal, politics, but what about the magic, right? The dragons, the signets. This is fantasy, after all.
Oh yeah, the dragons are amazing. They're not just mythical creatures, though. They've got personalities, strengths, and weaknesses. And their connection with their riders, so unique.
Like Terran, Violet's golden dragon. He's fierce, protective, but he pushes her too, forces her to face her fears.
It's a constant dance between them. Who's in control? Can they trust each other? It's a true partnership, strength and vulnerability.
And then there's little Andarna, the Feathertail. She's like Violet's secret weapon.
Right, and Dinah can accidentally give her powers to humans.
Crazy, right?
Great for Violet, but it also makes her a target. And it raises all these questions about magic itself. How much power is too much? Can you control it? What will you do with it?
And the signets. The Dragon Rider powers, seeing Violet discover hers. The lightning. So awesome.
It's like her inner strength becoming visible, and she learns to use it, not just to fight, but to protect people.
Okay, so we've got dragons, magic, war. But this book is more than that. It's about relationships, the choices we make, what we do with the power we have.
And it keeps you on your toes. Just when you think you know what's happening, bam. It's another twist, another betrayal. It's like a roller coaster.
And that ending, talk about a cliffhanger. Violet's memories are gone. Her and Xaden, where do they even stand? And Navarre. What's going to happen with the Venin?
Yaris is setting us up for the next book, that's for sure. I need to know what happens. Will Violet remember? Can they fix things? And will Navarre survive?
Welcome back. It's the final part of our deep dive into Fourth Wing. We've talked about so much already, but I'm really curious to, unpack that ending.
Yeah, it's definitely a wild ride. Total cliffhanger. But it also brings everything together. You know, everything Violet goes through, the lessons she learns, it all leads to those final choices.
And the stakes are so high. I mean, she doesn't even remember everything. Things with Satan are complicated, to say the least. And the whole Venin thing, Devar might not even survive.
Right. And to me, the ending really highlights those themes of like power and control. From the very beginning, Violet's been manipulated.
By her mom, the Commandant. Even Satan, in a way. They don't wanted to turn her into, I don't know, some kind of weapon. Use her for their own purposes.
Exactly. But by the end, she's breaking free from all that. She's finally making her OWN choices, even if they're tough, even if it means going against everything she's been taught.
That scene on the parapet, it's not just about her and Xaden, right? It's about Violet choosing herself.
Yeah. She's trusting him, sure, but she's also trusting her gut, her instincts. Like, I'm going to make my own decisions now.
That image of her walking across the parapet, remember how terrified she was in the beginning? Clinging on for dear life. Now she's walking across it like it's nothing.
Total symbol of how much she's changed. She's not afraid of the unknown anymore. She's embracing the risk, forging her own path.
From scared girl to, well, to this.
Right. It's not like some perfect transformation, though. It's messy. She doubts herself. She makes mistakes. But she keeps going.
That's what makes it so real, you know? Her journey is about resilience. It's inspiring.
It shows me that real strength isn't just about being physically strong or always following orders. It's about questioning things, fighting for what you believe in, deciding your own destiny.
So we've reached the end of our deep dive into Fourth Wing. And honestly, I feel kind of hopeful. I mean, obviously I can't wait to see what happens in the next book. But I'm hopeful for Violet, for Xaden, maybe even for Navarre. Maybe they can find a better way, where power isn't abused, where everyone has freedom, where people are valued for who they really are.
Yeah, I guess that. That's what makes this book so good. It's a fantasy, yeah, dragons and all that, but it's also about our world, the struggles we face, trying to find our place when everything feels so crazy and uncertain.
And it reminds you that even when things are super dark, there's still hope. There's love, and people can be so much stronger than they think.
So yeah, if you want a book that will totally pull you in, make you think, and leave you wanting more, Fourth Wing is it.
And that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back soon with another adventure into the world of literature. Until then, happy reading. I sent it.